The scariest part of Fears to Fathom was never the monster, it was the waiting, the empty hallway, the wrong sound outside, the message you should not answer, the feeling that something normal has started to rot, and Scratch Creek understands that fear immediately. This is not horror that screams at you from the first minute. It lets you breathe, it lets you drive, it lets you talk, it lets you believe that maybe this is just a bad night. Then the road gets darker, the town gets quieter, and suddenly, every normal thing feels wrong. In Fears to Fathom, Scratch Creek, you play as Tessa Langley or Marcus Reed, a young couple from Oregon preparing to move to another state, but their journey takes a bad turn, and they end up in Scratch Creek, a small town that feels like it should have been abandoned long before they arrived. That setup is simple, but that is why it works. No haunted castle, no military lab, no giant demon mythology, just two people, a car, a town, and the slow realization that leaving might not be easy. The biggest change here is co-op. Scratch Creek is built as a two-player online horror experience, and that completely changes the tension. Fears to Fathom used to feel lonely by design. Now the fear is shared, and somehow that makes it worse, because when you are alone, every mistake is yours. But when there are two of you, fear becomes communication. Did you hear that? Where are you? Don't move. Wait, I think someone is outside. The proximity voice chat is not just a feature, it becomes part of the horror. When your friend's voice starts fading because they walk too far away, the silence suddenly feels physical. You are not just separated on the map, you are separated in your head. That is where Scratch Creek is at its best. It does not need constant jump scares. It uses distance, darkness, bad timing, and the panic of not knowing what the other player is seeing. The VHS aesthetic is still perfect for this series. Everything feels low quality in the best possible way. The image looks dirty, the lighting feels uncomfortable, and the world has that old found footage energy where even a normal room can feel dangerous. The gameplay is mostly walking, driving, exploring, and making choices. It is slow but intentional. You are not here to fight back. You are here to understand where you are, survive what is happening, and hopefully make the right decisions before it is too late. But this will not work for everyone. If you want fast horror, big chases every 5 minutes, or constant action, Scratch Creek may feel too slow. It is more about atmosphere than adrenaline, more about dread than spectacle, and because it is exclusively co-op, you also need the right person to play with. A bad teammate can weaken the experience, a good one can make it unforgettable. That is the risk. But it is also the reason this episode feels fresh. Fears to Fathom, Scratch Creek takes the series' strongest weapon, ordinary fear, and adds another person into the nightmare, not to make you feel safe, to make you realize safety was never guaranteed. So, is Scratch Creek worth playing? Yes, if you want a slow burn co-op horror story built around tension, atmosphere, and that horrible feeling that something is watching from just outside the light. Do not play it expecting loud horror, play it in the dark, play it with a friend, keep your mic on, and when the town goes quiet, listen carefully.